It is just about 10:30. That means it's time for some Celebrity Dish.
All right, we got our good friend, Lil Bacon Bear, in the house this morning. Honey.
Okay.
What's going on? What's going on?
He's being wild.
Hello, gorgeous. Hey. Oh, wow. You can fix sauce everywhere.
I rushed it. Good morning. Good morning.
How you feeling?
It's Monday.
Yes.
Honestly,
You're like,
all
I'm
runs
trying to get a
together.
hang of things. Yeah.
It
Good
does.
to see you.
How are you guys?
We're good.
How was your weekend?
That's busy. They're all
Very
busy.
wet, but good.
Yeah, but now it's cold.
I
This
know.
middle ground thing,
Yeah.
I need spring to finally just like show up and stay.
Yeah, so that we can
Stay
complain
strong.
about how hot it is, right?
Yeah.
That's right.
I can't wait to complain about how hot it is.
That's the only thing I'm going to do from June to October, I guess.
There you go. All right, let's get into it here. Kick things off with Nick Cannon, who was clearly not a fan of Jada Pinkett Smith's Red Table Talk. The show was canceled last week along with all Facebook Watch programming, and when discussing the news on his radio show, Nick referred to it as the toxic table. He said Will Smith never would have slapped Chris Rock if the show didn't exist, referring to the many memes created making fun of Will when he appeared on the show. Nick's co-host disagreed, though, calling it a, quote, honest table. But Nick stood his ground, saying too much honesty can get you slapped in the face. Lil Bacon Bear, can you give us your opinion on this?
You know, he is a media personality, so of course he has personality in all these stances and all these shows, but no one is telling him to stop all of his shows and all the things that he has going on, including all those kids. So I don't know how you can weigh in on that table. Okay. I hate to see women losing the space to talk like that. You know, it was important.
I think she'll be all right, because I think somebody else will pick this up, because it was popular.
Absolutely.
And the topics were controversial, some of them. But I think somebody's going to pick it up.
No one's stopping him at his toxic table. That's what I'm saying.
Wow.
So
That's funny. That's what when I looked at the comments, all of it was that. Like, sir,
don't you have your own table to be worried
Right.
about whether than
Exactly.
someone else's? So,
I will say the show, I think, created space for very important conversations, especially about women. The one thing I don't think was a good idea was a conversation involving Will Smith and the entanglement. I just think for our entertainment purposes, sure.
Yeah.
But for their marriage, I don't think it was a good look. Certainly all the memes that came out about Will Smith.
And for that, they need to have more honest conversation amongst themselves. Maybe this is time for them to have a full TV show. Maybe it's time for the reality show for that whole household so we can get the full glimpse of things.
Might as well go all the way.
I mean, I
if you're gonna
guess,
do
because you
that.
want to tell us your tidbits of entanglements anyway, so just tell
Can
us
you
all.
imagine a whole 30
Although-
minutes to an hour with
Yes,
those two?
I can't imagine.
I
I'd
can
watch
too.
it.
Some people
Yeah.
will say, I want to say Nick Cannon said this, but certainly he wasn't the first, that show, remember how like Will and Jada were like put on a pedestal, relationship goals, and it was just like, we don't want to know all this stuff.
Well, these are the
it
things we don't
shattered
know.
this image that we had of them. Like Denzel and his wife better not. Like,
First of all,
please don't.
We
First
need
of all-
honesty about marriage. As unmarried, I need to know what I'm looking forward to and what else is out there like this. It's like a good glimpse into these things.
Well, allow me to retort. Don't look at anybody else's relationship and
Sure.
set that as your goal, because you don't know what goes on in
At
their
all.
house. I don't care if it's Will Smith. I don't care if it's Billy Ray Smith. I don't care if it's Jason Smith. It doesn't matter, because we're all human beings. They're just human beings that are on TV and the movies with money.
You don't want to tell us
Yeah,
your
I was
business
gonna say,
so that
you're
we
someone
can
on
feel
TV
good
right
about
now.
our
I ain't telling
relationship.
you my business. Oh,
Aren't you on
absolutely
TV
not.
right now?
Yeah, I am, and I'm keeping my mouth
You have
closed.
said in the past that you can be bought. There you
Wow,
go. Exactly.
thank you.
See?
Mic drop, thank
Right,
you.
Right.
That means I'm just saying there is a price. There's a price. My kids
okay.
got to go to school. I'm
That's
just saying.
okay.
The better, the more money, the more I talk.
Yeah, and more problems.
And the
but,
more
you
I put it on somebody else and not me. So let's bring in producer Chris for some more Celebrity Dish, starting with Chance the Rapper. Speaking of relationships.
Well, I was just going to say, but also before I get to that, another Smith whose personal life you're not going to learn anything about on a reality TV show, producer Chris Smith.
Road to the
Chris
altar.
Smith.
Road to the altar.
Yeah.
That would be a great
That would
reality
be a
show.
good one,
Chris,
however. That would
don't
be a
do
good
it
one.
unless
You
it
have
has
to
a big
convince my
bag.
fiance, though, that'd be a tough show.
If it has a big bag.
Chris,
then do it.
$200.
Oh, come on.
That's
Come
it.
on.
Add some zeros.
Now you're talking about
Add some zeros.
doubling
Add
my
some
yearly
zeros.
salary. All right, guys, let's talk about Chance the Rapper. He got himself in a little bit of trouble a couple weeks ago. We talked about it here on Celebrity Dish. He was caught on camera, I would say dancing, but it was a little more than just dancing with a woman while he was on vacation. Naturally, social media buzzing about possible marriage trouble between Chance and his wife after that video came out. And the speculation hit overdrive after his wife posted a quote on Instagram that included the line, "Most people don't grow up, they get older." That's the truth of it. Then Chance seemingly responded, posting a clip from a Bill Burr stand-up special about marriage and fighting. But over the weekend, a rep for the couple told TMZ that everything is going to be okay. The rep said, quote, everyone has their moments, but they're all good. Chance and Kristen married in 2018 and have 2 daughters together. So, like you said, you never really know what's going on behind closed doors, guys.
I still think we don't know in this situation. I don't think we're getting the real what's going on right here. That's like, yeah, we're all good.
Yeah.
Are we?
After I got busted. Here's the thing, though. That's what they do at Carnival.
Right?
Yeah.
This is the norm. Everybody's doing that at Carnival.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's really not a big deal. However,
Would you go?
I would go. However, you would not see any videos.
Right.
That's the difference.
Yeah.
That's the difference.
So
I'm
it's
not
just because you
doing
got caught.
it. No, wait a minute. I didn't say that. Wait a minute. You know what? This is all bad. Don't do it. I'm not going. I would never go to Carnival.
I will.
Never.
Yeah,
Never.
Yeah, say that for the record.
No, never.
Here's what I will say. You will never catch me and my partner arguing about this on social media. Like, I think that's where they went wrong. Well,
Arguing about it on social media?
there's some other stuff.
Not
but
him with the 2 girls?
Don't hash this thing out on social media. Not even
Right.
arguing, but even addressing it. Because then it gives the impression
Right.
that folks are entitled to some kind of explanation
Right.
or,
in
you
your
know.
personal business.
Well, because
Yeah.
even she gave that little tidbit that
Yeah.
was kind of heartwarming.
Yeah.
And like, but it didn't give the sentiment that you guys have talked about this and you're on the same page,
Right.
that kind
Yeah.
of thing. Like you said, Carnival kind of looks like this, but I have a feeling that she knew what he went to that weekend in
Absolutely.
Jamaica. So
Right.
I don't feel like this is the first time. Maybe you just got upset because you saw it.
And they're putting you on
And
blast.
it just had you all
Would y'all be upset if your men did this?
No.
You wouldn't?
No.
Okay.
For sure.
I don't
I
think it's
think
that
if
big
it's
of a deal.
Carnival, you can probably expect that.
Yeah.
But I also feel like that, like our culture, Dominicans, Latino culture, it tends to be very sensual, and it's just like the
Yeah, it's
dance,
warm.
right? Like bachata, you can expect it to be sensual. It doesn't mean
that's
anything.
Do your
exactly,
dance and go. Do
That's
your
what
dance
I
and
would
go.
say if I went over there and did that. I would say, you know what, this is the culture.
What if
This
your
is-
what if your wife was the one?
Number one, she can't go. So that's the end of that. Yeah. You're not going to Carnival. This for no. That's for Okay.
Yeah, you saying a whole lot right now that can be used against you. All right, take it
She's
away.
at work. She can't watch this.
You
right
know
now.
you can hop online.
No, I changed the passwords on a daily basis. Jermaine Dupri setting the record straight on his much anticipated Hulu documentary, Freak Nick, The Wildest Party Never Told. See, this is what I'm talking about.
I have a question. Go
Okay,
on.
all right, I'll answer that question. The award-winning producer told talk show host Tamron Hall that he wants to tame the nerves, that the documentary will expose people's past, saying instead the documentary aims to do more than the infamous rumors that have swirled at the legendary annual Black Spring Break Party, and more about its role in helping shape Atlanta as a top destination for music and culture.
It's so funny because people are probably like, you got to use my business to tell the story of how Freak Nick
Yep,
shaped
because you was down there and out there. You were showing out. Were you there at all? Were you, how far?
Absolutely.
I'm just curious.
I was in the
Yeah.
mix.
Because
And-
we have to ask our moms and our aunties and things like this because are they going to be in the documentary this way? It's like important. And then we got to ask our daddies too.
Well, that's true. That's true. But that particular year, I was not. I was there during the great years. That was on the decline. Yeah, I was there for the
great years.
And Bacon Bear, we've talked about this
Sure.
on numerous occasions. I have videotapes as well.
Sure.
Yeah.
Then what did you submit them for the documentary? Because we need good perspectives.
No,
remember?
we're not giving away videos. No.
You can sell them for the right price.
For the right
Speaking
price.
of things he doesn't want to get out, it's those tapes.
Ah,
Yeah.
got it.
There's nothing on them except for people having a good time.
I'll say
that is
this. I'm
subjective.
excited for this Freak Nick documentary
Me
because
too.
they can clear the air and they can help us 90s babies really understand what happened there. Was it bad or was it good or was it somewhere in the middle?
Oh, I can tell you, it was outstanding.
On that
It
note,
was
Little Bacon Bear,
outstanding.
thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
I
so much.
cried
I'm trying to
when
protect
it
you.
went away.
I'm trying to protect you.
I cried.
Holly, we'll send it over to you.